This is July 15th practice session. Again, we start with a stance. Make sure that we're comfortable, we're balanced, knees are slightly bent. And then we begin. Inhale into the lungs, into the chest, and release. So from my previous session, I mentioned the lung and the color for the lung, which is white, and working with that color. Again, inhale, palms facing down, off to the side, chest opened up, shoulders are back, knees are slightly bent, and you're releasing, exhaling. And now you can work with your imagination. It doesn't have to be on the first, what I call the first set. You can first of all get comfortable, flow through the first set, the first flow, if you will. And then on the second iteration, you can start to incorporate the color for the lung. Try your best to be present. There's times where I find my thoughts, I drift off paying attention to my thoughts more than being present. Or I should say paying attention to thoughts. Not sure where those thoughts come from and if they're actually mine. This is for the liver. I'm inhaling right now. Sometimes you'll see my eyes closed in this posture. It's because I'm still inhaling. But when I exhale, my eyes are open, releasing. I turn to the right hand over the liver, left hand over the right hand, exhaling, keeping my balance, and then flow up, interlace the fingers, palms facing up, looking at the back of my hand, slightly tilting forward to the camera to really stretch out and expose the liver area. And now flowing into the heart, palms facing down and releasing. Touching the back of the palms together, flowing up, inhaling, exhale at the top, releasing. Coming up again, inhale, interlacing the fingers, palms facing up, this time turning to the left, looking at the back of my hands, and releasing. And now going for the spleen, exhaling. Again, inhale and then exhaling for the spleen. And from here, flowing over to the left side, right hand covering the spleen, left hand over the right hand, exhaling. Fingers pushing in. It's the middle finger and the index finger that I push into the spleen in this position. That's what I was taught. And now flowing up to do the triple warmer. Exhaling and coming up on the toes. Palms facing up and ending off with this last posture for the triple warmer. Then we go again into the lung. This is the second set. The color is white. And the organ system I mentioned, lungs and large intestines, are being targeted here. And there's also an emotion associated with the lung, and that's grief and courage. Grief and courage. So each organ system is associated with a color, and you can start to incorporate those colors as you flow into it. So with this one, we'll talk about kidney, and the color for kidney is blue. And so we'll just start to layer the colors. And the way you can work with the colors is you can just visualize the color as you inhale, completely covering the organ, or even completely just covering your entire body. So this is the kidney. Inhale and visualize the color blue. And I was taught to work with a light blue. So not a navy blue, but more of a light blue. Maybe even like a sky blue. And as you exhale, you're visualizing that you're releasing excess heat, excess energy coming off of the kidney. So the emotion for the kidney would be fear and determination. That's the pairing there. You can kind of see a play of duality happening there at times. Right now you're looking at the liver, and so we've moved on from the kidney into the liver, and then from liver into heart, and from heart into spleen. Everything is interconnected, and so I don't typically target just one organ. I try just to get in the reps, put in the reps, and flow through, because they feed into each other, they cycle into each other, and one weakness can be caused by another organ weakness. So if there is an issue with the heart, it could be just because the kidneys are not what they should be. Okay, so again, this is just what I've gathered from my learning over the years. Of course, I'm not by any means a medical professional, so again, this is just my journey and what I've come to understand over the years. Okay, so we're about, 8 minutes into the exercise. I just keep on iterating it. So I'll stop my commentary right here. And yeah, just allow you to, hopefully you're doing something as we go through the poses and the postures. Just kind of soak it in, or you could be doing your own thing, kind of a form of being present and meditating and whatnot. But yeah, thank you for making it this far if you have, and I will leave it now in silence, if you will. Well, there's going to be a bit of background, of course, and go from there, okay? Again, if you want more information about what I'm up to and some of the work and stuff that I learn about and study, you can go on over to my blog. It's therikitimendo.com. Of course, there'll be a link in the video description. Until then, peace and love.